Again, welcome to Papa Pops. I'll start this video off again by letting everybody know that when we hit 100 subscribers, we've got this yeah, Stormtrooper celebrations that we're going to go ahead and give away to one of our subscribers. And again, what we'll do is the video after we hit 100 subscribers, we'll give you some kind of code to go ahead and put down in the comments on the YouTube channel. And then what we'll do is those first 20 people, we'll go ahead and put their names into a hat. And then what we're going to do is get a hold of that person, get their information, and mail that off to them at our cost. But again, let's remember this is up there for my subscribers, man. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed. I want to thank everybody who's been watching, and I encourage you to subscribe. And it does help the channel, so that way we can grow. But this is our part 2 of WWE Funkos we would like to see made. And again, if I'm forgetting any that you didn't see in the first video or in this part 2, please, down in those comments on YouTube, put your comments down there so that way, everybody out there can see it. Because again, I'm not gonna remember them all. There's probably some of them I've forgotten about, or possibly even didn't watch for a tiny bit there, where maybe I missed them or something. So if you think there's some interesting ones out there that I'm just missing or whatever, or that don't exist, please put them in the comments. But we're going to start off right where I stopped off in the last video. Molly Holly, another female wrestler that quite honestly did a lot for the industry, and again, very, very nice person. And very talented, so I think that she deserves a Funko Pop, and I think we deserve to see a Funko Pop of her. Because again, a lot of us collectors out here like going to the shows or to conventions and stuff and meeting these people, and it gives us the opportunity to have something that they can sign that means something to us. Another one I'd like to see would be Mickie James, another female wrestler that did a lot for the industry, was very entertaining. Continues to be entertaining off and on. A beautiful person. I think she deserves the shot at being immortalized in a Funko. And again, for those of us who would like to have something that maybe we could get signed someday, again, another good one. Another one I would like to see, and again, I got to meet this lady, and God, she was so kind and beautiful, talented. Still, every once in a while when she does make her appearances, she just got it going, and that would be Lita. Fabulous wrestler, fabulous human being, lover. But Lita, I would like to see, so that way I can personally myself get that one signed. I'd like to see a 3-pack of the Dudley Boys, where they could go ahead and put Bubba Ray, Devon, and Spike Dudley all inside that package. Again, I think some people have forgotten about Spike, but these guys are the ones that innovated the whole thing with tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my. And, you always hear that Devon, get the tables. So I think that would be an interesting one to see them make. Another one I'd like to see them make would be a 2-pack of APA, when they had Farouk and Bradshaw together. I thought they were an interesting tag team, and they were both fabulous individual wrestlers as well. But I think that quite honestly most of us would like to go ahead and see those two come out in Funko form as well. And going on that note, I would really, really love to see a Bradshaw, John Bradshaw Layfield, where he's like got the halo brace on his head and everything, and the cowboy hat. They could always do that like it's a chase or something, and they could just make a regular one of him with his cowboy hat on, and with the title and everything. I think it'd be a really cool character. So if they could do one as regular and one as a chase, I think that would be really interesting. And again, he's another one of those guys that held the title for quite a while, and again, we need to see this. Another one would be a real fighter, Ken Shamrock. Innovative, talented. Again, he did a lot for the industry while he was there, and I think that, quite honestly, a lot of us would like to see his Funko. So that way, again, anytime I mention any of these, a lot of these people were at shows and stuff, and it would give us the opportunity to have something signed by them that, quite honestly, we like. So, as I'm saying this, I don't want to keep on saying that because I know that it's just repeat, repeat, repeat. But if you guys remember what I'm saying I'm saying this as a collector, uh, and the idea that you guys are collectors is that way, you can take these to shows and get them signed. But another one that would be kind of cool would be Big John Studd, an 80s wrestler that, quite honestly, was enjoyable to watch. He was a nemesis for Hogan and those people. I think he would be a nice one to have. And as well as Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, a guy that, was most of the time a heel, but every once in a while jumped over on the good guy side. But again, very talented wrestler that a lot of us I know would like to see. Another one I think that some of us older wrestling fans would like to see is Hillbilly Jim. Really good guy, down to earth, was a big guy. But again, for those of us that were 80s fans, that would be a really nice one to see. Another one that would be kind of cool to see as well would be Captain Lou Albano. Again, another 80s, 70s, 80s and all that stuff. Wrestler, manager, he was a lot of fun. I think that, quite honestly, again, a lot of us would probably really enjoy seeing his Funko. Here's one that, quite honestly, is a well-beloved amongst not only fans, but amongst the industry, which would be DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. He's a humanitarian. He loves to help people. And again, I would love to see it because I enjoyed watching him. And they could always do it maybe in his diamond cutter, bang. Again, if you think there's something better, let me know. Another one would be X-Pac. X-Pac, I think, would be another good one that they could make because, again, the guy's always at shows, and I think it would be nice to see a Funko of his that, you could take with you. Another one would be the New Age Outlaws as a 2-pack, Road Dogg Jesse James and the Badass Billy Gunn. Again, part of DX. It'd be nice to be able to put that whole set together, since that those others already exist. Another good one, and it's an upcoming star that I think, quite honestly, I would like to see a Funko of, and I think, quite honestly, is very talented, and that's Austin Theory. Again, man's got a magnificent physique. His talent is so good. I think, as the years go by, if he continues, he can be a huge star. Another one, again, we're talking about 80s, would be King Kong Bundy. He was a big nemesis, again, for Hulk Hogan and everything, wrestling, for Bobby the Brain Heenan clan and everything. And again, Bobby the Brain Heenan would be another nice one that we could see also because, he was a great manager, fabulous on a mic as an announcer, and they could always do like maybe him as a 2-pack with like Gorilla Monsoon because those two were fabulous. They were magic together whenever they were announcing matches and stuff. Another one I think that would be really amazing would be a 6-inch Big Show. Because again, you're talking about a big guy that, quite honestly, if you took it out of package and put it up on that shelf along the others, would be kind of scaled to those other guys and gals. But yeah, the Big Show, I think that'd be an interesting one. Another one that's up and coming, and I think he's got big things ahead of him, would be Gunther. He's very, very entertaining, talented, and from what I understand from the industry and everything I've read and listened to, a lot of the wrestlers beg and clamor to wrestle with this guy because he's so good about doing this stuff and keeping those opponents with him safe. Another one would be Bobby Lashley. I think Bobby Lashley would be another good one they could make that would sell pretty good. Another good one I think that would be really awesome for them to make would be the Master of the Mic, the man, the myth, the announcer that, has most of us listening whenever, you would watch, and that'd be JR. JR, what a fabulous guy. I mean, he was magic. I just can't say much more than that. And not only that, but he's still in the industry out there. So I think that, quite honestly, we should see one of him. Another one I think would be really, 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 really awesome. And again, this is probably because of the fact he was one of those ones that really entertained me a lot during his era. And that would be Mr. Kennedy! Kennedy! I think he deserves one, man. We need a Mr. Kennedy. I also believe that we deserve a flying Brian Pillman. Another one of those guys that has gone way before his time. I enjoyed watching, and I miss a lot. But I would love to see a Funko of his, because, again, he brought a lot to wrestling. And I'm going to go ahead and end my list off with one of the greatest of all time. And tell me, in the comments, not if you think I'm wrong or not, but I would like to see an Andre the Giant Hall of Famer one that they've been making all these Hall of Fame ones of. But I'd like to see him in like an 18-inch Funko, because he's, again, he was the very first person ever inducted into the Hall of Fame. He's larger than life. He was a giant. And I know that, quite honestly, if they made it, I'd have that right up on here on this table on all my videos, letting people know that wrestling is my thing, man. I loved it. It's brought a lot of joy into my life. But I would love to see an 18-inch Hall of Fame Andre the Giant. But with all that said, I just want to thank everybody who's watching my videos. I want to thank everybody who's subscribes in the future. And I want to remind you all that when we hit that 100 subscriber, we've got this Stormtrooper that we want to go ahead and give away. And again, if you haven't heard it before, I'll let you guys know later on exactly how you can win that. But, again, subscribe. Watch our videos. Go to YouTube and put your comments in there so that way they can see that you guys are enjoying the videos. Let me know what you think maybe I've missed on that we should see and everything. Like the videos. And again, ring that bell for notifications. And as I've said, in all my other videos, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to keep on making these. And shock you.